Yo, what is up, everybody? This is your boy Link Loves Crawfish here, doing a low run for Slowking and Heart Gold. Basically, the rules are no items in battle, except held items. I can heal outside of battle. Only Slowking in battles. And this little mishap right here, this is my first time doing something like this, so you're gonna have to wait till Professor Oak. Yeah, right here. I kind of skipped everything. Look, there we go. Slowking is going to be the only Pokemon in battle. Here we already are in our first rival battle right here. So um, for the main battles, I'm going to be slowing everything down and going with that and showing you guys play by play what's going on, how I did things, and stuff like that. He leads off with his starter. I chose for alligator, just because of the same typing water versus water. Plus, it knows bite later on. I didn't want to pick Meganium because Slowking has super good defense and special defense, and I don't think with the moveset it knows, I think for alligator would be the best choice. Same typing. And you guys will see that later on. Basically, the only Pokemon on the rivals team that gives me any problems is starter. Anyways, he starts off leering. My basic strategy for this battle right here is going to be Curse to raise my attack to one-shot the Totodile. Basically, that's going to be the whole strat early game up until Whitney. You got the move sets right there. I got the learn set through level up on the bottom, and then on the top, the bigger portion, I got the HM moves, TMs, whatever you want to call it. However, I know it's a little burlery. We'll fix that later on. Anyways, I think I go in for a tackle here after I get scratched. Slowking's super slow, so we won't be moving first that much in this playthrough. This is my first run of a playthrough, first completed run, and I've actually been kind of sick today and the whole last week, so if I sound a little different, that's why. My stomach's been giving me problems. Anyways, with that, we beat the rival. Right here we looking at the level ups. We get water gun at level 15 and confusion at level 20. I was kind of hoping to get water gun before Faulkner, but it's not really that big of a deal. As long as we don't get Sand Attack or Mud Slap, we're okay. I think we're going to go straight into the gym here. We're not going to go to Bellsprout Tower first because, Slowking, weak to grass, obviously. There's some crazy things that can happen early on with the Pidgeys with Sand Attack and Mud Slap, and I'm kind of worried about that. But I'd rather face the Sand Attacks and lower accuracy stats than get a reset. So here we go. First gym battle right up. He's going to lead with a Pidgey. I think it's level 7. Let's see. Yep, Pidgey level 7. I send out my Slowking. So I go for tackle. I wasn't really thinking I should have went for Curse here, but mistakes happen. I'm lucky that I got 2 turns in without a Mud Slap or Sand Attack, so that is really good. So I'm locked into tackle right now, and I don't think I'm a high enough level for this. I'm just trying it out. I beat all the optional trainers on the way here, except for the ones in Bellsprout Tower. We're almost to level 10 here now. He sends out his ace Pidgeotto, not Pidgeot. Goes for Gust. Does a decent chunk. I say that because I'm going to lock into Curse here for a few turns, and you're going to see the amount of damage it does. Oh, for 1 turn. And then they use Gust again. I go for Tackle, and look. Barely does anything. So I go, okay, well, I need to lower this opposing Pokemon's attack. And I accidentally click Growl, not thinking it's a special move. Pidgeotto is using a special move, so it doesn't. I wasted a turn there. It really doesn't matter. I was gonna lose either way, even if I locked into Curse way earlier, because it just boosts defense and attack and lowers my speed. So I'm in the red here. I would need a crit to win. Do I get it? We'll see. 3 hit points. Gus is not doing a lot. I can definitely win this if I just set up on the Pidgey, I think. So I'm going to try that next time. That's my first reset of this playthrough. So loading back up, here's the Pidgey again. I'm keeping the level, so every time I reset or die with Slowking, I'm going to keep the level, just lose the battle, and go try again. And basically, at the end of this, I'll be ranking all the Pokemon on tier list based on how many resets or knockouts they received during their playthroughs. So at the very end, we'll place Slowking on a tier chart, and every time we do one of these videos, at least once a week, I'm going to try, unless I get sick or something comes up, we'll have a Pokemon updated on that tier list at the very end of every video. Anyways, I think I go for 5 curses here just to be safe, so I can get the 1 hit on both the Pidgeotto and the Pidgey. I think I'm fully maxed out, and let's see what it does. Oh no, I'm still going. I should have sped this up a little bit more, but I'll get better as we go on and do more of these. This is the first one, so it's a little sloppy. I want to get the stats on the very bottom left-hand corner and all that good junk, and I need a timer too. We can start ranking Pokemon on time too, not just on resets later on, if that's what you guys like. Pidgeotto comes out, the ace, uses Gust. I'm lower health than I started last time, I believe. I go with Tackle though, and it one-shots the Pidgeotto with a crit on top of that. Slowking doesn't get very many crits. For those who don't know, your crit rate is based on your Pokemon speed, and Slowking is not called Slowking for any reason. It has a very, very slow speed. Anyways, basically, so what we're going to be doing here now is just flying through Bellsprout Tower. I'm going to be showing you guys the important battles only, so all these battles really don't matter that much. We're going to be in Azalea Town before you know it. But as I was saying earlier, the rules for this playthrough are like, it's only Slowking in battle. Anytime I die, I have to start all the way over, but I'm not going to make you guys watch that. I'll cut it to where I left off during the battle if I do have a reset. And only Slowking in battle, so that's the rules. No, I can allow held items, but no healing in battle, only outside of battle, unless it's with a move. So no items in battle, unless it's a held item. And we learned Water Gun right before I accidentally walk into this trainer. It sucks because I had to fight that Onix with just fucking Tackle. It was whack. It took way longer. This is 10 times game speed, by the way. Actually, 13 times. And then when it slowed down, it is almost normal game speed. It sounds a little weird. I'm still working on the edits and everything. Here I'm trying to get a Pokemon that can learn Cut, but I don't find one. Then we go clear out the rockets. But yeah, so if I ever play a Pokemon in this game or any other Pokemon game, and I know like one of my old school viewers or one of my viewers from Twitch likes that Pokemon, I'll probably name that Pokemon after that person. So for instance, I have a person that likes Lucario in my Twitch community, name's Plush. So if I ever played as Lucario, I'd probably be named Plush, vice versa. We can do like the rivals. We can do subs will be picked randomly, named after the rival. We can do that too. And then we can do votes for the next Pokemon that we do. The first is Slowking, because I never used Slowking. That's why I wanted to pick him. We're already at the gym leader here, Bugsy. I think, yeah, we're at Bugsy right now. 10 minutes in. And I'm really worried about him because of Fury Cutter. The damage stacks for each consecutive hit. It doesn't have a 100% chance to hit, though. I think it's 75% accuracy. Oh, man. So I got a bank on not getting hit by that. Right now it's just this Metapod. So I was I should have been setting up here on Curse, but I didn't. And we'll see if it comes back to bite me. Fury Cutter comes out, does 2 damage. That doesn't seem like much. We can maybe get the critical hit. We do this time, and oh, this is the second time I battled him. Jeez, this is going quick. I don't know what I was thinking so hard for. This is a no-brainer. But let me know in the comments below what Pokemon you would want to see a solo run, a challenge of. I'm still doing a Shuckle run on my Twitch. Still planning on finishing that on Heart Gold. That is a pain. I don't know. Maybe we'll just do it in Gold, and I'll upload it to YouTube in a regular video. Here's the next rival battle right here. Ghastly comes out. And this is going to be an easy fight for Slowking. Slowking pretty much has an easy early to mid game. If you play it right and you're smart about it. Confusion, Water Gun, Curse. And we're about to get access to Headbutt, which has a chance to flinch if we move first. But we're not going to be moving first anytime soon. Goes for Scratch. I go for Confusion. So I basically have to use my Psychic stab moves against this Crocodile, and it gets harder later on as that thing evolves into Feraligatr. But I don't know. Have any of you guys watching this ever played as Slowking in Gold version? I wanted to see. I never played as Slowking in Gold or in Heart Gold. I could never get one. I never had anyone to trade with, so I wanted to see how good this thing really was. And this thing really kind of surprised me. This thing is definitely bulky. It can take a hit. It eats up hits. We're about to see just how good this thing really is with Whitney coming up, though. I'm trying to get an Abra so that way we can teleport. And after I beat the 4th gym leader, we can go straight to Price and skip Jasmine and Chuck. Here we are at Whitney. Let's see what happens. This is a wild Whitney split. You'll see why in a second. I'm thinking about my if I outspeed here, and I do. So I go for Headbutt, but I don't get the flinch. Goes for Double Slap, hits 3 times, 3 crits. But look at that damage. It amounts to nothing. I am 4 levels higher than this Clefairy. I don't quite knock it out with the next attack. It uses Foresight, wasting a turn, and then I knock it out with Confusion. And then out comes her ace. Wait for it. The Miltank. I am male, they're female. I'm so lucky I didn't get hit with Attract here. I go for Headbutt, but the Miltank is outspeeding, so I won't get a flinch since I'm moving second. And it's locked in a rollout, and the damage is building up just like with the fight with the Scyther. I did have a reset there. I'm not sure if it showed or not. It's red health. It uses Milk Drink here. I thought I was going to get the knockout, but it regains its health. I use Headbutt again, hoping to get a flinch, but no, because it just healed that last turn. It's still outspeeding me. I go for Water Gun, hoping for a crit, and a stab move would get it done. I don't get the crit, and then down I go for my 3rd reset. So this is my 2nd attempt right here. My egg hatched right before I could challenge Whitney for a rematch. So here we go. I did train on the upcoming route ahead, defeating all the trainers on Route 10, I believe. Anyways, I lock into Curse here to try to get for the 1 hit, but it goes for Metronome and goes for Guillotine. I am lucky I outspeed. Then it goes for Metronome again and gets Twin Needle. But look how I eat this damage. Can you believe that? Metronome and then Twin Needle. That is, I'm so lucky I'm over leveled, or else that would have been if Clefairy moved first, I would have been done for. It goes for Mimic and learns Curse, making matters worse, so it could lock into Curse here if it was really good AI, but I'm lucky, and it goes for Metronome, goes for Double Slap. I go for Headbutt, getting the 1 hit. Then she sends out her ace Miltank. I go for Headbutt again. It goes Stomp, moves first, outspeeds. I go for Headbutt, and it doesn't get the 1 hit. I was really surprised by that. Go for Headbutt again, get the 1 hit. Miltank having better special defense than defense. I thought for sure I was gonna get the one hit. Anyways, we gotta go get the squirt bottle and go up and find Morty. Is our next task. Defeating all the trainers along the way. We don't want to skip any experience and get behind on levels. I want to see how good the Pokemon are, like, consistently if you defeat all optional trainers. And I'm going to try to. I might miss here one or two, but for the most part, I think I pretty much get all the optional trainers. I'm going to be doing that in every playthrough. Beat all the Kimono girls, get Surf, teach it to Slowking in the spot of Water Gun. I'm not sure if that was the right move or not, but watch how long this takes me. Like, just constantly falling off. I haven't played gold version, just regular gold version, in a long, long time since I was a little kid. So I wasn't used to the puzzles, and there's plenty of evidence that in this playthrough. Sorry for stuttering. Anyways, with that, we're at Morty already. I feel like I have no time to talk in between. I need to make these edits better. I'm jumping all over the place. I'm butchering this. So here we go. He leads with Ghastly. I send out the Slowking. And I'm going to lock into Confusion here is what I should do, but I go for Surf instead. I'm playing at 4 times game speed, but I have it slowed down for you guys for the play-by-play. I go for Surf. Because of the curse, I get the one hit on it. I think it would have been one hit in either way. It goes for Nightshade. Outspeeds, of course. I go for Confusion, and it knocks it out. We're coming up on level 31 pretty soon. Confusion gets a one hit on the Gengar as well. And with that, I think he has one more Pokemon. Sends out Haunter, uses Mean Look, wastes the turn, and with that, we get our 4th badge. And from here, this is what I really want to point out, like how good Slowking is. So I got the Abra just for this strat right here, and I kind of mess it up after I get this part done. But I'm gonna go and fight Price next. You don't have to go to battle the gym leaders in order, but I cannot stop at the Pokemon Center because if I do, I can't teleport back to your Trick City or whatever it's called. It will teleport me back to Mahogany Town. So I want to defeat all of the Rocket line right here, and then help Lance, and then defeat Price, and then teleport back, all without using a Pokemon Center. So let's see if we can do that here. And this is a long, the Team Rocket is just, this portion of the game is so drawn out. I like it for the experience, but like, I'm not gonna lie, when I was playing this, I'm like, golly, man, this is taking forever, even on 4 times game speed. And I remember like just playing it as a kid, like this part taking so long. This and Ice Cavern were like the bane of my childhood existence playing this game, and it was so bad. And some crazy stuff happens in here too. Like it's pretty cakewalk for the most part, but something does happen later on that scares the hell out of me. Like I was so scared I was gonna have to do all of it over, because I didn't save at all during this whole playthrough. And again, I would have to walk all the way back over here because I didn't visit the Pokemon Center. So here we go and fight the Electrodes. We're almost done here. But watch this. The last one. I send out my Slowking. 44 hit points. It self-destructs at the beginning of the battle, bringing me down all the way to 16, almost knocking me out. But we survive it, and then we're off to see Price at the gym. Price has bad AI, for those of you who don't know. Really, probably the worst gym leader in this game. So easy to beat. That's why I'm choosing to fight him first and not Chuck. I don't want to have to deal with Jasmine Steel types. I think that saving her for last, even though they have good defense and special defense, I don't want to take a chance of getting another reset when it's a pretty much cakewalk mid-game here. He sends out Seal, leads with Seal. I send out Slowking, and I didn't heal for this fight either. I go for Headbutt, trying to get a flinch. I don't get it. Seal strikes back with Icy Wind, lowering my speed. Then it rests, full health. I go in for Headbutt again. I take him down all the way down to yellow, leaving a quarter of his health. I go for Curse, trying to boost my attack for the next Pokemon. Maybe get a one hit on it. Seal woke up and uses rest again, so I had enough of this, and I'm going to lock into Curse one more time because I don't want to be stalled out here against the worst gym leader in the game. So I'm going to max out Curse, and I have 69 hit points. Nice, nice. Look at that. Seal uses a Roar Beam, wakes up, full health, does very little, 2 hit points, literally nothing. Slowking shrugs that off. Sends out Dugong next. Goes for Aurora Beam. Does 6 hit points of damage. I go for Headbutt. It gets the 1 hit, knocking the Dugong out. Then Price sends out his Ace, Pile of Swine. Sir, I want to use Headbutt so bad, but I'm out of PP because I haven't visited Pokemon Center since the last gym, before the last gym. It uses Mist, wasting its first and only turn. I use Surf, knocking it out, times 2 damage. And with that, we defeat Price. So we have 5 gym badges, and now we gotta go and visit Olivine City. But yeah, we did that, and I teleport back, but all without visiting a Pokemon Center. All that is wild, and I think that deserves like at least in its own a spot in at least B tier. We'll see how it does late game. I defeat all these trainers. You might see me skip some. Don't worry, I come back and beat them later on the way back through here because I forget to pick up some stuff on my way to see Chuck. But we go through the lighthouse, defeating all the trainers in the lighthouse. Almost all of them. I think we leave 1. Pick up the medicine. We go back. And this is where you see me, because I want to try to catch a Pidgey. So I'm searching for a flying Pokemon that can learn fly. You can see me headbutting the trees. We finally find one. I catch it. We're good to go, or so I think. And we're off to, I forget the name of the town, but we're off to see Chuck. And I walk in here, and after I beat these 2 trainers, I realize my mistake. I don't have strength, and I'm out here looking for it. I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna have to go all the way back. And I know it's not there, but I'm like, maybe I just missed it, and it's not. So with that, I go fight this trainer, and I go all the way back to get strength. I get strength, get back here, and guess what? I try to teach it to a Pokemon, and there's only one Pokemon that I can teach it to. Slowking. I'm like, oh my god, I have to go again. I have to go catch a Pokemon that can learn Strength. So, I have to go do that before, and this is a complete waste of time. Like, I was aggravated. Like, I was like, man, is there not, like, anything that I can catch around here that can learn Strength at all? But no. I run into a couple more trainers I missed on the way here. Battling them. And I forgot to do an optional battle for the rival and the Burn Tower. So I'm going to go do that before catching a Pokemon that can learn Strength. And here we are. This is going to be a very cakewalk battle. Very easy. I'm over-leveled as hell for this fight since I did the Rocket Hideout first. I'm basically going to... He leaves with Haunter, confuse it, one-hit it. We're going to one-hit everything in this. It's not even close. He's like level 20. We're 20 levels higher. I use Surf on the Magnemite. One knocking it out. Croconaw comes out. I headbutt. One hit. And then Zubat is last. And with that, we defeated the optional trainer, which would have been easy either way. But we're going to go into the Dark Cavern here and try to catch this Machop. We catch it, then we go all the way back because we don't have Fly. We have to surf all the way back. And keep in mind, this is 13 times speed of the normal playthrough, so like I got it all nice and sped up for you guys, but I had to suffer. Here's Chuck. Will he be a problem? We'll find out. He leaves with Primeape. I go for Confusion. I was about to misclick there. I was about to get mad at myself. The game is way faster on times 6 speed when I was normally playing on. Confusion 1 hits the Primeape though. Sends out Poliwrath, his ace. Confusion's going to take care of that though. And with that, we knock out Chuck. So we have Jasmine and Claire left as our final 2 gym leaders. moving on right through this thing. So we got to do some backtracking, and the bulk of this playthrough is gonna be the ice cavern. You're gonna see how bad. If you get dizzy, I'm telling you, it's coming up here pretty soon. We still only have 3 resets, which is really good. We're coming up on the late game here. Sends out Magnemite. I really don't have an answer for that except for my stab move, so I'm going to surf it because it is steel electric type in this game, not just soul electric. So it's going to do neutral damage, but I will have the stab, and it is my strongest move as of right now. It knocks out the Magnemite 1 hit, and so the next one should be a 1 hit as well. And it is. And that leaves her a Steelix. And we're over leveled for this fight as well, but it's better that way because I knew we would have some trouble if I did Jasmine after what's his name? The ghost guy. Morty. We got to do this final rocket quest line right here, and then we are off to see Claire. This doesn't take that long. I think I skipped most of it. Hopefully I do. If not, it won't take that long. You see, we're already almost 30 minutes in this video, and we're almost done with it. The whole game here. I hate how long the Team Rocket sections of the game are. Like, it's just like, as soon as like you get steamrolling, something happens with Team Rocket, and it's just like, oh man, I gotta do this. Here we got a rival battle. I was not prepared for this. I completely forgot about this rival battle. I'm used to Heart Gold, so I have no PP for Confusion right now, and that is a problem because Golbat knows Confuse Ray. And he outspeeds, confuses me, and this would have been a problem even if I was had PP for Confusion. I hit myself in Confusion, then he hits me with Swing Attack. I strike back with Surf, hoping to get the 1 hit, and I do get the 1 hit. Then he sends out Magnemite, and I know from Jasmine that I can take out a level 30 with 1 hit with Surf, so I'm locked into Surf at this point. Knocking the Magnemite out. Then he sends out Sneasel. This isn't good because I know it knows Feint Attack. So I'm gonna go for Headbutt, but I know it outspeeds. So using Headbutt really isn't a smart play here. I go for Headbutt, and it does get the 1 hit because it gets a critical hit. And that's the second time it's happened during this playthrough only. Sends out for Alligator, and this is where the problems start happening. I'm kind of glad I chose for Alligator because it is the hardest of the starters to fight against a Slowking, in my opinion, and you're about to see why. Headbutt does not even half, and I'm 15 levels higher. He uses Bite. It's super effective. I bring him all the way down to red with my Headbutt. He gets a flinch on his next bite, and then he gets a critical hit on the next bite, and then I hit Headbutt, knocking the Feraligatr out. There's still 1 Pokemon left, and I just got to level up. And my PP problem of Confusion is now fixed because we're level 48. We learned Psychic. So this is what I was hoping for to reach before I got to this point with a little bit more health. But I kind of misread, and he sends out Haunter. Haunter's going to outspeed. We know that from Morty and all the other Haunters and Gastlers we fought up until this point. And I know it's coming, and I don't want it to happen, but it's going to happen regardless. Because there's no Gen 1 misses in Gen 2. So I go for Psychic. And it uses Shadow Ball, outspeeds, knocking me out. So I come back here with full PP on all my moves. I go for Psychic against the Golbat, but it outspeeds still. Uses Bite. Does hardly anything. I get the 1 hit with Psychic. Magnemite comes out. I use Surf, knocking the Magnemite out in 1 hit. This shouldn't be a problem. This fight shouldn't be a problem for me now. Sneasel comes out, and it knows Feint Attack, but I don't know how much damage it does. It uses it, and it doesn't do much. So I use Headbutt, and it knocks... Oh! So it was a roll. The Headbutt from last time was a roll because it was a critical hit. It doesn't get the 1 hit this time. Feraligatr comes out. I'm hoping not to get flinched this time. It uses Bite. Super effective. I use Surf and Misclick. I was trying to go for Psychic there, but it does half damage. That is really, really good. Then I switch into Psychic, get the 1-hit, the 2-hit on that actually. And then Haunter comes out, and then I get the 1-hit on the Haunter. But not before it does get a special defense drop, so I probably wouldn't have survived the next Shadow Ball if it was a crit. We beat the optional trainer, and watch how long it takes me to do this puzzle if I didn't edit it out. Like, it's like the puzzles in this game, I just completely forgot how to do. I'm just like, bruh, this is so long. Like, why is this so hard? Look at this. Back and forth, back and I finally figured it out. I switch into the Smoke Ball because there's Pokemon Wild Encounters down here, and I'm still trying to figure this thing out. I finally do get through it. We're off to trying to finish this and go see Claire to get into the Elite Four. There is the director. We save him, go to the tower. I pick up some TMs that we're going to need for the Elite Four after we beat Claire, and then some vitamins for my Pokemon. I think I picked up some health, special defense, and defense. I boosted all those stats. I didn't go for speed because its speed is beyond help. But I am starting to outspeed some things here in the late game because I am so over-leveled, which is good. With this rocket plotline out of the way, we are cool and ready to go meet Claire. And we are almost done with this video, over halfway done. And getting to Claire is actually harder for me than beating Claire because look at this. If you're dizzy, look away from the screen now. Just listen to my voice. But if you want to see me struggle on sped up gameplay, look at the screen now. Like, look how long I am on this fucking ice path thing. It is so long. I finally get through it, and I can't get this fucking TM right here. I finally get it. It's waterfall, so I had to get it. And then this boulder puzzle really, like this, I remember being stuck on this puzzle as a kid and having so much trouble with it. Like, I was stuck on this for a week. And I asked, like, people at my school how they got past it, and they were like, oh, you know, we just moved the blocks around and put them in the hole. I'm like, bro, I'm trying to do that. But I can't, like, once I get the boulders in the hole, I can't figure out the way to get to the ladder. Anyways, did you guys have trouble with that as a kid playing this game? If y'all have played it, let me know. Anyways, we finally get all the boulders knocked down, and then it doesn't take me that long, honestly, when I get all the boulders in to get through this part. The beginning part was way worse. I guess because I was playing on a small screen. But I pick up all the items in this ice path. I hate this place. This is my least favorite place in the game. It is the bane of my existence, as I was saying earlier. It is so, so bad. I should have showed the stats for Slowking on the screen. I think I'll do that on my next video. We'll have everything way more nice and neat for the next time. Yeah, so I teach Slowking before I go in here Ice Punch. Which is a physical move, but I know it'll get the job done because I've been using Headbutt anyway. It's a pretty good move. So we're almost to Claire here, and I don't like Claire was so easy that I forgot it was, because I was playing on 10 times speed at this point, so I had to slow this fight way down. But I didn't even realize I was fighting Claire when I started this battle. I didn't even realize it was a gym leader, so I forgot to turn the speed down. But that's why it's a little bit more slower than the others. But Ice Punch is OP here, pretty much getting the 1-hit on almost all of their Pokemon. Claire leads with Dragonair, 1-hit with Ice Punch. Sends out the next Dragonair, it's a 1-hit. As well. The last Dragonair, level 37, is I go for Headbutt. I don't know why I use Headbutt here and not Ice Punch. When I was editing, or Psychic, when I was editing this video, I was thinking, was that like a misclick or something? It doesn't matter though, because it's a stab move and it gets the 1-hit either way. Then she sends out her Ace Kingdra. I think about what I'm gonna do here because how much damage Psychic was doing, if it was better or was better than Ice Punch, but I just stick with Ice Punch. It does about half, a little more than half. it goes for Hyper Beam. It has to recharge next turn, so that pretty much locks in my 8th badge, and we're off to the league now. After we get this Dragon Claw, I believe. And it's this is where I think Slowking's gonna have some trouble in the league. I think that Will is going to probably make us suffer a little bit, and then we'll see. I don't think I think Lance is probably gonna give us some trouble too. I think other than that, we'll be okay. I think we have answers for all the other Elite Four members. I'm not worried about Bruno or Koga, that is for sure. Because we have Psychic and Water moves. So we're off to the league. I left all this in here so you can see that I did not break my rules of not using Slowking in battle here against the trainers. Or using any held items in battle either. It's just straight Slowking. And Slowking beast. And the Victory Road was longer than what I could remember. Like the path to Victory Road, it was way longer. So I take my time in here because I know Earthquake is in here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to need it. So I'm looking for it as I'm going through here. But this is pretty quick run through of Victory Road. Here we got our last rival battle. How are we going to do? Are we going to get another reset right before the league? I hope not. Sends out Sneasel. Leads with Sneasel. I send out Slowking. I know I don't outspeed. Or do I? We'll see. I'm level 56. They're level 34. If I don't outspeed, that's wild. I'm going to go for Psychic here. I don't know why. It's a dark type. Should go for Surf. That I have trouble remembering what the fuck is dark type weak against. And I'm second guessing myself. But it doesn't matter because I go for Psychic anyway, and it switches out. So I lucked out with this to Haunter, and he doesn't get the curse because that would have been a potential problem. So he kind of screwed himself here, knocking out Haunter. He could have set up with curse if he just let me knock out the Sneasel first. Send Sneasel back out, and then I go in for Headbutt. Headbutt, pretty sure. No, for Surf. I go in for Surf. I need to make these a little bit longer. Faster, not longer. The videos for the mandatory trainers, the big battles. But we get the one hit on the Sneasel. Sends out Magneton, but I know I can knock it out with Surf. So I'm locked into it at this point. Magneton faints, and I'm really hoping, I was hoping to be level 60 before the league, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. And I kind of like the moves I have as of right now. I don't want to change anything up. I want to see if Slowking can get through the league with just these moves, because it's been working up until now. The only time it hasn't worked is if I ran out of PP or basically luck. Future Sight. Forestall an attack. I use Headbutt. Kadabra has low special, low defense. There's my stats right there, flashing up on the screen, just in case you're curious. Feraligatr comes out. Level 38. We're almost 20 levels higher than this thing, so it should be a one hit. I use Psychic. And it gets the job done. And we're off to the league. We secured our spot. So with the league, if I die, I have to start all the way over, and I'm going to take the levels. So if I reset, I'm going to stay with the levels, take the levels, and then start all the way over. But I won't show you that. I'll just bring it right back to where I left off once I got back to that point. So you won't see me having to do all this over if I get to the lance and if I reset and I have to do it all over. I'll just cut it straight to the point for you guys. Will leads with Xatu, goes for Confused Ray, outspeeds my Slowking, confusing me. And I hurt myself in confusion on the first turn. I'm locked into Ice Punch. Xatu outspeeds using Psychic. Doesn't do anything. I shrug it off. I'm knock my snap out of confusion using Ice Punch. Get the one hit on Xatu with a critical hit. Super effective. That's nice to see. Third time seeing that. Then Will sends out Executor. And I'm kind of hesitant to use Ice Punch because I know this thing has okay defense. But I use it anyway. And it gets the job done. One hit. Then he sends out his next Xatu, level 42. 2 levels higher. Uses Confused Ray right off the bat. Confusing me again. This is annoying. Like, I hate being confused. And status conditions really killed me here in the late game. With Confused Ray and then PP problems. PP power. Being able to use the move. And my move sets. Jinx uses Psychic. Look at the damage. Doesn't do anything. I go for Surf. I expect to get the one hit here. But I should have used Headbutt because I think that would have been better. But Jinx retaliates with Lovely Kiss, actually putting me to sleep. I get put to sleep here. Then Jinx uses Psychic. Doesn't do much. So I'm still in green health. I'm still looking good here. I think I can win this. Jinx uses Psychic again. I'm still asleep. So this is like my second or third turn being asleep. Still can't move. It's just frustrating because I'm so close to beating him. Double slap hits 4 times. Which is wild. Like I've been getting the bad luck on that. Then Jinx uses Psychic again. Just watch my health. Like, his thing is just chipping away at me, man. Like, and I can't do anything about it. 5 turns of sleep, bruh. 5 turns. That is ridiculous. Jinx uses Psychic again. This time getting a critical hit. This thing is just messing me up. Like, put me to sleep. Getting crit. Doing chip damage. Using Psychic again. 5 turns of sleep. That is so wild. 4 hits on double slap. Like, the RNG, totally not fair here. Jinx uses Psychic again. Will I survive it? I do. 6 hit points. I'm still confused, and I hurt myself in confusion getting my 5th reset. So I come back here, taking the levels. I come back here at level 58. About the same health, but I teach Shadow Ball in the place of Ice Punch. And you're probably thinking, well, I need an ice move later on. I have an answer for Lance, and you'll see what that is. I have another TM that I can use. That I got from Price, Snowy Wind or something like that. But let's focus on Will first. Shadow Ball, it doesn't get the one hit on Slowbro in the battle of the Slowpoke evolutions here. But he uses Amnesia, wasting his second turn to retaliate, and I finish it off with Headbutt. And with that, we beat Will. And we're off to Koga. I recorded this last week, and like I said, I meant to upload it beforehand, but I forgot because I was sick. He leads with Aridos. Koga leads with Aridos. We send out Slowking. I'm probably not going to outspeed here, but I'm going to lock into Psychic. I don't know why I would use Shadow Ball, but I don't remember what I did. It is a bug type, so Icy Wind. Like I said, I do have that move for Lance still. Icy Wind doesn't get the one hit. I probably should have just used a more powerful move for stab damage. It uses Double Team, which is a broken move. Luckily, Icy Hit wins on the second. Icy Wind hits on the second. That is so hard to say. Icy Hit hits on the second turn, getting the knockout. Sends out Fortress. I use Psychic, or no, Surf. I really need to like do better on this next video. I just want this video to be done and over with. Like, I'm so tired of not having it like put out yet. Venomoth comes out. This thing was also my bane of my existence in the yellow version. I hated fighting this thing. Icy. I don't know why I would keep going for Icy Wind, because the bug types maybe, but it's not doing enough. And luckily, Koga's not too dangerous here against my Slowking. But if I was Pokemon that was weak against poison types, I would have been in trouble there for sure. Sends out his ace Crobat. I think that's his ace in this one. And I'm still locked into Icy Wind because of the ×2 damage. Like, his team's weak to ice, and if it doesn't knock out like half his other Pokemon, like, what do you think is gonna happen here in a stage 3 evolution? Uses a full restore and watch this Surf finish this Crobat. Just kidding. It doesn't finish it. I tricked you. It strikes back with Wing Attack. And then my next Surf finishes it off. I should have just used Psychic. It would have been Stab and ×2. Super effective. I don't know why I didn't. But I do here. And I do get the one hit here on the Muck. This thing, I always beat Koga using my Pidgeot when I was younger. And this thing used Minimize on me so much. I hated it. I could never hit it. With that, we beat Koga. We're off to Bruno, who is definitely not hard at all. He leads with Hitmontop. Psychic can pretty much take care of almost all of his Pokemon, except for his rock types. We're going to be using Surf for them. We do have to worry about Hitmonchan. I think it has some priority moves. No, but it uses Thunder Punch. Psychic will knock it out. Sends out Onix. Surf will one-hit that. Machamp comes out. This is his ace. Psychic will take care of that. Pokemon right there. Down he goes. We're almost level 60, and I wanted to start the league at level 60, and we're almost done with the league, and we haven't even hit it yet, which is crazy. We beat Bruno. I mean, he's probably the weakest of the Elite Four. Karen's probably the most difficult for Slowbro, just because of the typing. This Umbreon is a huge pain in the ass. Sand Attack. It knows Sand Attack, and it uses it. I start out with Shadow Ball. I don't know what I was thinking. Dark type resist Ghost type moves. Then it strikes back with Sand Attack, and this is the beginning of the end for my Slowking in this this Elite Four run right here. I'm basically not going to be able to hit my moves later on. You'll see that, and it's just annoying because I feel like every time I reset here is because of this damn Umbreon. And we have 5 resets up until this point, which is really good. That's good. If you have under 10 resets, it's pretty good. And then he uses Confuse Ray. So this, on top of me having low accuracy, I'm confused. And I hurt myself in confusion. Then it uses Feint Attack, which is super effective. Doesn't do hardly any damage, but still, like, I'm confused. My accuracy is lowered. I hurt myself in confusion again. Uses Feint Attack again. This chip damage is just adding up. And I'm starting to realize that Slowking is starting to fall off. Even look all these levels that I have on the opponent, and I still can't one-hit certain things. It's a problem. If the opposing Pokemon's also a stall Pokemon. Karen sends out Murkrow. She is a fucking Karen right here. So she uses Feint Attack, and it does so much. I snap out of confusion. Icy Wind misses. Uses Feint Attack again, bring me down to 39. Surf misses. This is the Sand Attack coming into play. And with that, we have our 6th reset. I come back here this time, and I changed up my moves a little bit for this run right here. Or no, I didn't. I thought I did. This time, we bring the Umbreon all the way down to yellow, and oh, I did. I have Return instead of Psychic. which is doing more damage, if you can tell, than Psychic actually was. And I actually kept Psychic and replaced it right before this battle. So here we're actually getting somewhere. We're actually doing damage. Until the Vileplume comes out. That's the problem. So the Vileplume knows Petal Dance. It knows Stun Spore. It doesn't affect. It misses the first time. I'm lucky. But I missed because of the fucking Umbreon using Sand Attack. So I'm paralyzed. My speed stat is lowered because of it. Then it locks into Petal Dance, and it's super effective. Look how much it's doing, and it's locked into it for 3 turns. I use Icy Wind, bring it all the way down to red. It still has one more turn of Petal Dance before it gets confused, and it uses it, bringing me down to 50. I'm fully paralyzed, can't move, and then the Vileplume knocks itself out because of confusion. Karen sends out Gengar. I don't know why I call them Will. Uses Curse. This is not good. But I get the 1 hit on it because of the curse and knock it out. Houndoom's up next, and it's going to outspeed. Uses Crunch. Will I survive? I'm hoping I hold on. Will I? No. It's a reset. That sucks. So I come back here again with the same moves, and I'm thinking, no, that was just luck because I got stunned. Like I was the Sand Attack. This time I don't get hit with Sand Attack, so I'm lucky there. Knocking the Umbreon out with 1 hit. We're level 64, so we're almost 20 levels. We are 20 levels higher than the opposing Pokemon. We should have no problem here taking care of Karen this time. But this is where Slowking starts to fall off, like I was saying earlier. It's just like I'm 20 levels higher. I should be knocking out all of these Pokemon in 1 hit. But the fact that I don't outspeed, I get hit with status conditions, and it kind of limits Slowking's potential. It really hinders it. Uses Crunch. Will it knock me out this time? I'm like so nervous for this. It's his last Pokemon, her last Pokemon. No, I hang on with 10 hit points because Slowking's a fucking beast. Use Surf, knocking out the opposing Pokemon's Houndoom, and with that, we're off to Lance, the champion. One more battle, and we are the champion, and Slowking will succeed. Can we do it? Or will we have to reset? He leads with Gyarados, and I send out my Slowking. I start out with Return, because Return has more damage, because my Pokemon likes me so much. It's doing damage based off of how much the Pokemon and you are bonded, or your Pokemon's happiness. It brings it all the way down to yellow. So I know my next attack will knock it out no matter what I choose. So I choose Icy Wind, and it uses Hyper Beam. And I'm lucky it uses Hyper Beam because Icy Wind doesn't knock it out. Oh, it does. Just kidding. I'm making sure you guys are paying attention. Then he sends out his first of 3 Dragonites. Using Thunder Wave on me, it outspeeds. So cutting my speed stat, which is so devastating. Like, those status conditions are what kill Slowking. But I have an answer for it. You'll see. I get the 1 hit on it after it already paralyzes me. So I can take some hits. I just don't need to be like losing a turn because of this paralysis. Dragonite uses Hyper Beam, bring me down to 84. I lose a turn from paralysis. Then I use Icy Wind again. Will it 1 hit? Keep in mind this move's only like 60 or 55 base power. But it's knocking these Dragonites out. And I'm only 10 levels higher than them. Dragonite uses Outrage, and I was worried that would knock me out because my defense is lower than my special defense. But it doesn't. I use Icy Wind, and this is his ace Pokemon, his ace Dragonite, knocking out his ace. So I'm thinking, okay, I got this. I have 2 Pokemon left. One is Charizard, one is Aerodactyl. Both are weak to Surf. So if they both use special moves, I can win this. Charizard uses Hyper Beam. I tank it. Use Surf. Will it 1 hit? Of course it will, because Charizard is a glass cannon, and I force him to send out Aerodactyl. But the thing is, my speed stat is cut because of paralysis, so I don't outspeed. Plus, Aerodactyl's fast as hell. So Aerodactyl uses Ancient Power, knocking me out, giving Slowking its 8th reset. So when I come back here, I teach Slowking rest and sleep talk for when I'm asleep to fix the paralysis status condition, because that's the only reason I lost. That's the only reason I've been losing these fights, is status conditions and accuracy reducing moves. So with rest, it kind of checks those boxes, and I kind of want to do another run with Slowking to see if it can move up into S tier with rest and sleep talk, because these two moves, look how much easier this fight is with those two moves. It is crazy. Like, I don't even get low in this fight because of it, and I can still attack with one of my other 3 moves using sleep talk. I only have a 1 in 4 chance not to attack. So this Dragonite uses Hyper Beam. I shrug it off. I use Return. Return's doing decent damage too. This is my main damage dealing move, knocking the Dragonites out in 2 hits. They use Hyper Beam in either way, so I get a free turn. I'm about half health, so I'm going to want to use Rest here pretty soon. Sends out his Ace Dragonite, Lance does. Uses Safeguard, that's fine. I use Rest anyway, making sure I'm healthy for the last 2 Pokemon just in case anything crazy happens. Then I go for Sleep Talk. Dragonite uses Outrage. It does maybe a quarter, not even. It does barely anything. I use Return, and I'm hoping this does at least half it. It does over half, so that's excellent. But Dragonite gets a critical hit on the next turn, and I'm still asleep. And I use Sleep Talk, and it uses Surf, which Dragonite resists. It's a water-type move, but it gets the job done, knocking out the opponent's Ace Pokemon. Then he sends out Aerodactyl. So I pretty much know I got it in the bag at this point. I'm asleep, but I know I wake up this turn, so I'm going to rest again just to make sure I'm healthy and I don't have another reset. I want to keep the resets under 10 if I can. This is the last battle anyway. So I'm full health now. I'm going to lock into Sleep Talk for the rest of this battle unless I wake up between turn 3 and 5. The opponent's Safeguard faded. Aerodactyl uses Hyper Beam. It does nothing. I retaliate with Sleep Talk using Surf, knocking out Aerodactyl. And with that, we just have Charizard to deal with, and we win. Surf will... I'm still sleeping, but I know I wake up because it's turn 5. Use Surf, and that clinches it. And Slowking finishes its solo run with 8 resets. Not too bad. I think it would have had less resets. Let me know if you guys think I should do 2 runs from now on. If you guys think I should do 2 runs, I'll do another run later on with Slowking with its current moveset of Rest and Sleep Talk, Psychic, and Return, because that moveset is broken and Surf is excellent. I don't battle Red, so if you guys want me to battle Red, let me know that as well. I decide, I think I've had enough of these status condition moves, but I totally will do that on the next solo run if you guys would like. But we'll get to see the in-game time here of how long I played. The in-game time, we can take that as a measurement too, so we'll measure the Pokemon based on the in-game time it took, the in-game amount of time it took to beat the game, and the amount of resets. So we're about to see the time of Slowking saving record. Here's Slowking, level 68 with 8 resets, and here's my HM TM slaves here. Didn't use any of them for any of the. I mean, you guys saw everything I did, so it was a solo run. But I really think Slowking has the potential with Sleep Talk and Rest to maybe have 0 resets. 12 hours of game time, that's really bad. But again, I kind of fucked up at the end. Like, I was on Ice Cavern for so long. Like, I was playing on 4 times game speed, and I was stuck in there for at least an hour or two. Easy. Easy. I don't know what happened to the screen there, but technical difficulties, I guess. Yeah, so tier list wise, I think Slowking started out really strong. Well, not really strong. I think it was player error at the beginning, because it had three resets early game, and then it only had 1 mid to late game, which wasn't my fault. And then the rest definitely was my fault at the end with the status conditions and everything. So I'm thinking, because how over leveled I was, is definitely not an S tier Pokemon. Definitely not an S tier Pokemon. But it's not a B tier either. But there's no other Pokemon on the tier list. So I don't want to say like it's in high or low A. We're just going to put it in A for now. And then based on the next Pokemon that gets put into A tier list, the tier list, an A tier with Slowking, we'll judge it off of that on how well it did. I'm about to flash it up here on the screen for you for the tier list. But we'll also redo Slowking with Rest and Sleep Talk, Surf, and Return with that moveset, and optimize them if you guys would like as well, because I think this Pokemon definitely can be S tier, 100%. It's definitely a good Pokemon. I don't think I was using the right moves late game for it, so there's always that. But let me just go ahead and put this up on the screen so you can see it, and I'll do this at the end of every video. Let me save this just in case you guys want to see me fight Red and do the Kanto part of this game. I can do that like as a bonus video later on before I record the second one. Let me know. But yeah, here is Slowking in the tier list right here. You go put him in A tier. There it is. And let me know if you guys have any suggestions on the next Pokemon we do. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.